Hey, what's up guys? I am out on the trails today in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Really on a trail that I've never been to before, never heard about or never seen. I just kind of saw it on the side of the road and decided, you know what? Let's go find some new locations today. But I think that's a big thing in landscape photography right now is people have all these photos in their catalogs that they've been to, and it turns out they're actually just like copying everybody else's photos. I think to take the really good images that make people say, wow, you have to hike to some tough places and you have to get out into some tough areas. I'm obviously really out of shape because I'm huffing and puffing right now. Hey, check this out guys. We have a wildflower here that's a little late in blooming. It's still not as hot as maybe all summers would be in the northern part of the Smokies, but this wildflower looks absolutely incredible. I'm gonna use like a blurred background to really bring the subject to the forefront and make it really stand out. This is a good technique to use if you're wondering about like subject seclusion or really bringing a lot of detail to your subjects. Using a blurred background can be amazing, but like you never really see wildflowers like this late in the season. So I'm gonna shoot this real quick. Look at this guy right back here, just hanging out on the back side of this wildflower. That's awesome. I'm actually gonna back way up and photograph that too. That's just too cool to leave sitting there. You know, I really think what makes a photograph so great, especially in the genre of like a landscape photography, is that when you find it and you find a new place, it just means something a little bit more special to you and means something a little bit more grand because you found it and because you were the one to seek it out. You were the one to compose it. You were the one that other people are gonna find on the internet or wherever and say, wow, that's an amazing location. How do I get there? And then it's up to you of whether you want to share that location or not and figure out, is it too fragile for people to go? Is it gonna be okay for people to go find? And then you really have to decide that for yourself. But overall, when you seek out these locations and you find them, it's just that much more special. I can't tell you how many photographs, you know, I've found and taken over my years of being a landscape photographer and are so unique, and the compositions are just nowhere else online or on Instagram or on anybody's portfolio. They're mine and I've created them. And those are the ones that mean the most. Those are the ones that I want to make into prints. So I always think landscape photographers like need to go out and scout locations and try to find new and exciting things and push the boundaries of landscape photography a little bit forward. Not that they're already being pushed forward enough, but push them forward in a way that preserves nature and that creates amazing images for people to enjoy. You know, here's the thing about it, guys. It's not that I'm like ragging on you if you don't like to go out and explore and find these new and luxurious locations that really aren't luxurious at all. I mean, if you want that, you really have to be willing to go out and find it, stay outdoors for hours, sweat a lot, take all your water with you, eat bird seed and peanut butter and jelly for lunch, and really try to find these new locations that are exciting and push the art and craft of photography forward. So if we really continue to do that, I really truly believe that all of us as a community of landscape photographers will help preserve nature and will gain a better respect and understanding of it, while you're also eating things like this and, you know, granola and birdseed and whatever else we weirdos like to take out in nature. But overall, I really think we need to be more self-aware as photographers and think about, okay, I might not want to go out for days and camp and eat peanut butter and jelly and granola all the time. I might want to do something different instead. I might want to, you know, read blogs and find locations that everybody else has already shot and just kind of find them in my own light. And I think that's awesome. Like, if that is you, go and do that all day long. If you don't want to spend days out in nature and you're more of like a family vacationer, I think that's awesome too. Like, go out and vacation with your family and spend time with them. But for those who really want to take landscape photography seriously and really get into finding these locations and shooting them very well and preserving them, then really know you have to step up your game, go out in the hot days of summer and use that time to find these locations that you're gonna shoot in the fall. Find these locations that have wildflowers that we shot earlier in the video. Find these locations that have different things that are unique about them so that you can photograph them and create your own images, create your own style, really. And then you're rewarded with that satisfaction of like, yeah, like I found this, this is mine. This photo is what I wanted it to be when I went out in 100-degree weather, the sun beating down on my face when I was eating peanut butter sandwiches, and then I crushed it when the moment came and I knew where that landscape was. So really figure out like who you are as a photographer and go all in with that. If you are a vacationer and you just want to copy people's photos, that's incredible. Like, as a photographer, I would love for somebody to come and try to recreate one of my images. That's just fun for me. But if you want to take your own photos, know what goes into it and step the game up so that you can really push this craft forward and we can all get better as photographers. But right now I'm going to eat this sandwich because it's really dry and I have 3 more hours until sunset.